Friend or Foe Server Assassin is shrouded in mystery and has created an ever-growing uncertainty for the future of the series. Figuring out the identity of this server assassin is on the priority for the entirety of the Friend or Foe community. So I've compiled an abundance of evidence to look at, observe and analyze to hopefully figure out who might be the server assassin. In short, Mini follows 4 clues written in sign books by the server assassin, leading him to the location of the server assassin's secret base. From there, the server assassin logs on unexpectedly, catching Mini off guard after Mini explores the base fairly quickly, discovering the server assassin's motives and intents. But I should stop it there. In this base, there are a couple key features that I find to pop out, especially in the barren deep slate tunnels that this base is primarily made of. These features include furnace organization, chosen block palette, and displayed objects. All these features may not allude to the identity of the server assassin, but these features are important in analyzing the character of the server assassin, which will help in identifying how this character is portrayed within the series. Firstly, I want to look at furnaces. As seen in the shown clip, the furnaces are organized using the 3 types of furnaces: regular furnace, smokers, and 2 blast furnaces. I'm the type of guy who just goes furnaces the entire time. I never really use blast furnaces or smokers, so that's why I think it's possible to eliminate some individuals that only use furnaces in their bases, which may help our analysis into finding the identity of the server assassin. Next up is the block palette. Now, this block palette, mainly consisting of darker toned blocks such as deep slate, crying obsidian, and spruce wood, mainly indicates to us, the audience, that this player isn't here for a good intention and primarily will have an evil undertone, especially when they carry out their job as an assassin. Thirdly, we have displayed objects. Now, to the left of the furnaces are 3 sets of items that are displayed. There are 2 armor stands and a pot. The 2 armor stands have one with full iron armor, and another one with 3/4 iron armor and a golden helmet. And next to that, there is a pot with a front-facing prize pottery sherd in view. This pottery sherd is a diamond, which could symbolize SB's famous saying that diamonds are for peasants, although this jab at SB could simply not exist and may symbolize something else or carry no significance. Same with the 2 armor stands next to them. It's odd to have armor stands with little to no value displayed in such a way that may carry significance, especially when it's the only group of items that are displayed behind tinted glass or any form of glass within the entire base. It must mean that these items have some sort of significance, but it's hard to pin on what that significance or importance might be. Using statements from the members of Friend or Foe, as well as some other details, we are able to construct a criteria that is used to deduce the identity or the possible identities of the server assassin. First, let's look at what the members are saying about this secret player. Sadly, because we only have Mini Mooka's perspective, it makes it quite hard to gather more intelligence from the other members. So all we're left with are 2 messages, confirming that the player is, quote, one of the best players in the world, and is better than all 4 members combined in regards to PvP. This information is enough to create the first point on our criteria. The player or individual must excel at PvP combat. Next up, I want to analyze Mini's thumbnails for his Friend or Foe videos. Throughout his Friend or Foe videos, the thumbnails that include an unknown player are generally illustrated using a player skin that is normal, that is usually fully black, or fully black with a question mark on its body. Although for the server assassin video, he decided to change things up. Instead of a regular, normal black skin, we have a slim black skin with an outer layer. And below the left arm, we see a couple grey pixels, reminiscent of Muggum's iconic Optifine cape. So what would prompt Mini to use Muggum's exact skin for a thumbnail about a player that we, the audience, have no idea who they really are? This player will further be explored later on in the video. Next up, I'm going to analyze the Server Assassin's gear. For a split second, from Mini's perspective, we can see that the Server Assassin is using their right hand as their main hand in-game. This rules out a few individuals that use left hand as their main hand in Minecraft, but we shouldn't rule this out entirely. Instead, on our criteria, we are looking for an individual who often uses right hand as their main hand in-game. The final detail I want to look at is ping. At the end of Mini's episode, he opens up the tab list, and from there we can see that the Server Assassin has full bars, the same as Espy, Mini, and Clown, all of which were in Europe at the time of the recording. And when compared to Quiff, an American, he has only 3 bars. Using this information, we can deduce that the Server Assassin must be living in Europe, either at the time of this recording or because it is their country of residence. This eliminates many of the well-known PvPers that would fill out the first 2 criterias. So this ends our criteria. Now it's time to look at who might fill this criteria. After analyzing through the criteria, some people may linger on the fact that the Server Assassin is an incredible PvPer, which leads many people to forget about the other details that are important in separating the PvPers from other individuals who could be the Server Assassin. So names such as Itromi and Marlow are being put out there, but there's not much thought behind it aside from they're good at PvP. Firstly, I want to name drop the 2 suspects that I think could be the Server Assassin. The first one is Muggum. After his skin being used in the thumbnail, some other details and all that, it's pretty reasonable that he would be name dropped at some point in this video. And the last person I think it could be is Foray MC. Firstly, let's talk about Muggum. Many people believe that Muggum could be the Server Assassin, primarily because of what I call the question mark skin conundrum. As stated before, in Mini's Server Assassin video thumbnail, Muggum's exact skin, as proved by his cape, is being used to display the unknown player that is the Server Assassin. Not only that, but when we investigated further on NameMC, we noticed that one of his prior skins that he used was one that looked almost identical to the Server Assassin's, with a similar type of robe, but with a gold color instead of purple, and the iconic question mark on the body. Muggum is also a fairly good PvPer, which may also support him as a candidate for the Server Assassin. On the other hand, Muggum is American, and we can prove this from Muggum's past streams, where on the bottom right, we see that his desktop is using a month, day, year format. Only in the US would you find this format, meaning his ping would not correlate with the Server Assassins. Lastly is Foray MC. Foray MC is one of the best UHC players in the world, and has grown more prominent in the PvP field after training Clownpierce for his fight against Pangy and Radoons on the Lifesteal SMP, and his consistency to uphold a strong standing in the PvP world. Foray and Muggum both have ties with Clownpierce, both being on the same SMP as Clown, Muggum on Bliss SMP and Foray on Nexus SMP. So it makes sense for either of these 2 individuals to be the Server Assassin, although Foray is European, ticking all the boxes in the criteria and being the ultimate candidate for the Server Assassin. Furthermore, in one of his latest tweets, are they still called tweets? I don't know. We can see him watching a video of Clownpierce's perspective on, guess what, friend or foe. So there it is. I think the Server Assassin is Foray MC. Now, there are quite a few oversights that are in this video, including Mini's comments being over-exaggerated, perhaps, or that the use of Muggum's skin is fairly common in many Minecraft video thumbnails. And with such little evidence, it's so hard to draw a conclusion on this mystery, and that's why I think the identity will remain secretive for as long as time will tell. But the identity isn't what we need. Same with complaining that the Servo Assassin is scripted in a way. I mean, if the Servo Assassin started out with 1 life and nothing on him, could he really do his job as an assassin? Not really. So be sure to be grateful that the Friend or Foe team is doing all they can to make sure that the audience, including you, are entertained, while also entertaining the members as well.